he has a lot of movement. You see him like slipping and trying to, find his way in, right?
Yeah.
He's coming in.
Well, this is going to be one of the fights of the year. Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. I think there's 45 finishes between them. You must be excited for this matchup.
Oh, I mean, yeah, for sure. Like both exciting fighters, but stylistically, it's going to be fireworks. I've got a feeling it's going to finish very early though. So it'll be great because it's going to be spectacular fashion. Someone's winning, but I don't think it's lasting very long. So it just depends. Charles Oliveira is going to come forward. He's going to press like he always does. Should he against someone like Ilia with hands like Ilia does? Will Ilia just try and fire straight away and try and land that shot? It's a very interesting one for me because Ilia does have that power, but is he going to want to be that little bit more technical rather than just brawl? I don't know, because Charles, if he does what he usually does, he comes aggressively and forces you to fight. Will Ilia want to just be forced into that fight, or will he want to play his game first? So it's going to be interesting. Will he be on the back foot? I haven't seen Ilia on the back foot, and I think that will be hard. So I just don't see that happening. I think it is fireworks.
Well, before we delve even further into the tactics of this fight, tell us a bit about the significance of what's about to take place. Ilia Topuria moving up to become a 2-division world champion. Charles Oliveira looking to become a 2-time world champion. This is just a fight of immense magnitude, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's massive. It's pretty cool to see, especially when you've got the actual champ, vacating the belt, but then you still got another crazy. It's going to be one of the biggest fights of the year. So it's I guess we're pretty lucky to still be in this position where someone's vacating and we still get such a big fight. So it's very, very exciting. I'm glad I'm going to be there in person to see it. But yeah, I don't think it's lasting long.
Well, let's have a discussion about the tactics right now. And feel free to use me as your crash test dummy if you need. But what's it like when you're coming up against a guy like Ilia Topuria? When he's standing in front of you, how does he differ from other opponents you've come up against?
Look, so he is technical. So he's going to press forward. He's going to have his head movement. It's not like he's going to let you hit him as he presses forward. But he won't care. So he's going to do his thing. Like when I say, like, he will press forward. He's going to make sure he's slipping punches. Even if you're landing, he's going to stay stoic. This is something that I actually noticed. So when I was pressing, and even when I'm landing on him, it doesn't faze him. Sometimes you see people, they might get a little annoyed or something like. I didn't see anything like that. From him, it was just like, all right, yeah, whatever, I'm eventually find that shot. Right. So like he was just very stoic in his approach. Even when when he was missing, doesn't matter, back to it, and just sort of very persistent with it. And he knew that it would eventually come. So that's sort of how he likes to fight. So that's what I think he's going to be maybe doing in there. It'll be a little bit different because he's not. I don't reckon he's going to be pressing forward as he can't with someone like Charles Oliveira.
You don't reckon?
No, I don't think so. I think Charles is going to be pressing forward, so I feel like he might have to, maybe go on the back foot or just collide, and that's why it's going to be interesting. I don't know if he would like to just collide and give someone a chance because he's still clever. Like even though he's a powerful puncher and he will just find that shot, he tries to be technical in that approach as well. He's still got that boxing sort of mentality with hit and not be hit. He's just mainly worried about hitting you, but still he doesn't want to get hit. So with someone like Charles, I think Charles is going to press, maybe force a little bit different of a fight, and that's why I'm interested to see what happens.
Okay, well, it's a good thing that you bring that up. Let's talk about that for a moment because we know how impressive you and Max Holloway are. I actually think his past 2 performances were by far the most impressive because you and Max are some of the best we've ever seen, particularly over the course of a 5-round championship fight. But coming up against a guy like Charles, who is so unpredictable, he is so explosive, how will his preparation differ from preparing to fight you or preparing to fight Max Holloway?
I think it's just, he's moving up. Yeah. I think he's going to have that respect for that lightweight division. He knows Charles is a finisher. I bet in his mind, he's only, he probably like me. I always thought the only way I'm losing if I get caught. He's probably thinks that as well. Or maybe he's never been beaten. Maybe he just thinks he is invincible. I don't know. But, I think it's just, that's what's going to be that little bit different. He's going to have that respect and know that this guy's a finisher. I might need to sort of approach this a little bit different. When he was fighting like Max or myself, him just winning a decision, I don't think he thought that was the way to go. I feel like, so it's tricky because here I am saying that, his only way of thinking he's going to lose is, maybe getting caught. But I feel like with myself and Max, if I feel like he thought our early chance of winning was maybe the decision.
Yeah,
I think when he looks at Charles and a lot of everyone else, I think he thinks I beat them everywhere, no matter however I want. So that's where I think it's a little bit different. So it's going through them. I feel like he was had to go through that process of, right, these guys are going to be tricky. They're going to be hard to beat. They're going to be hard to find. I need to catch them. Otherwise, I can let this fight get away from me and lose a decision. With everyone else, I think he's like, they can't beat me the decision, and I'll knock them all out. You know what I mean? So I feel he approaches it a little bit different, especially knowing Charles is going to come aggressive. So he might be on the back foot a little bit.
Yeah.
I've never really seen him on the back foot, so let's see how that goes.
Well, interestingly, you yourself were preparing for Charles Oliveira briefly at UFC 280 when you were the backup fighter. You was either going to be Islam or Charles there. What were your primary focuses against Charles, and why is he so dangerous?
Again, he's just so aggressive. He's going to take a lot of risks. He's in your face. He comes forward. It's like, you can hit him, but something's going to be coming at you as well. And they're always dangerous guys, especially for me. I always think the only way I'm losing, I'm getting caught. And you've got someone who's one of the most dangerous grapplers and most dangerous strikers. He's dangerous everywhere, so you've got to go there and respect that.
Prediction? Could I get a tip?
I'm going to go with Ilia. I think Ilia's going to get the win. I think Ilia can catch him.
And that's where you think it's going to be a knockout?
I reckon early knockout.
Early on?
Yeah, early knockout for Ilia Topuria.
So, Volk, if you are Charles in this situation, you've got Ilia Topuria in front of you, you're sensing his movement, you're seeing him move around. What is that like, and how do you combat it?
Like I said, he doesn't just come forward and just stand in your face. He has a lot of movement. You see him like slipping and trying to find his way in, right?
Yeah.
He's coming in. So you know he's going to be dangerous. He's trying to find his way in, whether it's slipping shots or getting into a position where he's nice based. He's always based very well. He doesn't get out of position and fall over his feet. He's always got his feet under him. Yeah. So now always the power to come with the big shots. So I think that's what you might see. But the only thing is with Charles being aggressive, coming up with like knees and that, does Ilia want to be playing so much of this game straight away?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I feel like Ilia might want to maybe turn him, being out of position, knowing that he's Charles has to come in a straight line.
Yeah.
Don't be there. Maybe I can go off centre, then find my way in. I think he just has to approach this a little bit different. So what it looks like for Ilia was, again, a very tall, upright, lightweight, a different, way different sort of body type to probably what he's used to. Not only with the height, we've got the size as well. And someone so aggressive, I think Ilia's going to respect that. And again, like I said, maybe try and turn him first, get off centre, out where the danger is, then find his shots. So I don't think he can just press forward. I think he has to be maybe on the back foot, turn a bit, find the angle that he wants, then go.
Because Charles is probably just going to come forward, no fear, and just go all guns a-blazing.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what he usually does. Does he respect Ilia and just shoot and be like, I'm going to press him, I'm going to tire this guy, I'm the best grappler in the world, this is where I'm going to take it. Maybe he does that. We'll see.
Okay, Volker, we can't wait to see what takes place there. But let's take a listen to my conversation now with Ilia Topuria. Ilia, thanks ever so much for your time on Fox